Good time zones, everyone. Before we get started on the City in Yellow campaign, we thought we would let you in on how the game is played. The game uses a system called Cthulhu Hack. It is different from Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, and focuses mainly on story and rhythm. The game revolves around two main concepts: saves and resources. Let's take a look at them. Saves allow you to resist threats. Threats can range from somebody attacking you, to somebody lying to you, or even some magic happening to you. You get 6 saves, all represented by a certain value. Strength, which lets you resist against physical attacks that cannot be dodged. Dexterity, against physical attacks that can be dodged. Constitution, against poison, illness, death, torture, explosions. Wisdom, against deception, illusions, or drugs. Intelligence, against magic or the dangers of science. And charisma, against mind control, seduction, charm, or influence. The way saves work is you roll a d20 and you have to roll strictly under your value. So let's say you got a 14 in wisdom, you rolled a 13. You succeeded. On a 14 or above, you failed. Saves can also be used in combat. When you want to attack a creature in melee, you roll a strength save. And this is the nifty part. The Game Master never rolls. When you roll a strength save, you will determine at the same time if you hit the creature or if the creature hits you. Succeed, you heal it. Fail, if the creature still has an attack, it will attack you. Now let's take a little look at resources. In Cthulhu Hack you have 4 main resources. Flashlight, that is about looking for stuff, searching, seeking, investigating. Smoke is going to be about everything social related, lying, threatening, convincing, charming. Sanity is about how stable your character is in the face of unfathomable horrors. And finally wealth, which is going to determine how rich your character is. Now the way the resources work is that they are all represented by a dice type. They could be d4, d6, d8, d12, d10, d12. When you use a specific resources, it always works. If you use your flashlight to look for something and something can be found, you will find it. However, after you used it, you have to roll your die. On a 1 or a 2, the die becomes 1 lower. So let's say you started out with a d10 for flashlight. You search for something, you find it, you roll your flashlight, you get a 2. Your d10 now becomes a d8. The d8 will become a d6, the d6 a d4, and when you get a 1 or a 2 on a d4, you are exhausted for that resource. You cannot use it until you rest a little bit. There's another kind of resource that is not in every game, but it will be in ours. It's health. So instead of saying you have 12 hit points, now you have a d10. They will work the same way as resources. When you get hit, you roll your die. On a 1 or a 2, the d10 becomes a d8. Now the problem is, if you get a 1 or a 2 on a d4 for your health, you become sidelined. And after the scene has been enacted, you will suffer some consequences that can range from being out of breath to fully dying. Finally, characters have special skills. For example, deduction. Once per game sessions, you can use this skill to have the Game Master provide a clue regarding the next step of the investigation. These skills can be used at different moments of the game. They are up to the players to use, and they vary from player to player. And that is it. You know how to play Cthulhu Hack now. So, if you want to see it in action, we will meet you in Strasbourg in 1920 on Sparabel Network for the City in Yellow campaign. Good time zones, everyone.